reminds me of a classic study in nutrition with Clara Davis's experiments, where she took a bunch of infants and fed them a variety of foods, and they all self-regulated and grew healthfully. But the trick was the variety of foods were all nutritious foods, right? And so I think some of that falls apart if we're in an environment that everything in moderation, we have processed foods in my house and screens and the whole thing, but it's a different context than the context in which Clara Davis did those classic experiments. So the way I think about it, if you think about developmental psychology research on parenting, the classic style that's considered to be optimal is authoritative parenting, where you're balancing some structure with responsiveness. If you have too much of one or the other, it's not thought to be a good thing. And I think the child is important too. Like each child's going to be at a certain developmental stage. They're going to have a certain temperament. So it's almost like toggling across all these things. And so, for example, with developmental stage, you need some structure and some responsiveness. And for a child that's 2 or 3, you're going to need more structure. And then as they get older, the idea is that you can pull some of that back and let them build their autonomy, still with support, but that the structure doesn't have to remain the same and remain rigid across developmental time.